Hi students, and welcome back to English class. So we'll continue with the speech of Chief Seattle. We're nearing to the end of the famous speech of Chief Seattle, and over here we'll be discussing about the type of bond shared by the dead Native American tribe with their land.
Yeah, native land. Let's see what Chief Seattle says about the dead Native Americans. Our departed braves, fond mothers, glad, happy-hearted maidens, and even the little children who lived here and rejoiced here for a brief season will love this somber solitude, and at eventide they greet the shadowy spirit. Our departed braves. Our departed braves means our dead warriors. Our dead warriors. Fond mothers. Glad, happy-hearted maidens. Happy-hearted maidens means young girls. And even the little children. And little children who lived here and rejoiced here. Rejoice means being happy here. For a brief season. For a brief season means for a short season. We love this somber solitude. Somber solitude means dark and lonely place. And at eventide meaning and at evening, they greet the shadowy returning spirit. Shadowy returning spirit means the dead people. What Chief Seattle means here is that they are departed warriors, mothers, maidens, and little children who have lived here only for a short passage of time, who died very soon, who met premature death, who had rejoiced here only for a brief season, for a short period. We love this somber solitude. They still love this lonely place of this land. And as a result, because they love this land very much, what they do always is that at eventide means during the evening time, they return back to this land. They visit this land, and when they visit, they quite often greet shadowy returning spirit. They quite often meet other dead people too. Because they love this land too much, they cannot simply forget this land just because they are dead. As a result, the dead warriors, mothers, maidens, and children who had lived here only for a short period of time quite often return back to this land. They visit the land, especially at evening time, and when they are here, sometimes or quite often, they greet other dead people also. Meaning that all the dead American people, all the Native American tribes, dead Native Americans have the habit of visiting their native land. And reason is very simple. It is just because they cannot forget their land. They still love their land. And when the last red man shall have perished from the earth, and his memory among the white men shall have become a myth, these shores shall swarm with the invisible dead of my tribe. And when your children shall think themselves alone in the field, the store, the shop, upon the ivy, or in the silence of the woods, they will not be alone. So he is telling, and when the last red man have perished from the earth, and finally, when the last red man have perished, perish means have died from the earth, and his memory among the white men shall have become a myth. And as a result, because all the red men have died, now the memory of the red man has just become a myth for the whites. A story for the whites, because they are no more. These shores shall swarm with the invisible dead of my tribe. Even then, don't think that we have altogether left this land. This shore will be filled with the invisible dead of my tribe. Maybe you will not find my people visiting this land, but this entire shore will be filled with the invisible dead people of my tribe. And when your your children's children shall think themselves alone, and when your children, that is the descendants of the whites, after 2 generation or after 3 generation, your descendants will have a feeling that we are all alone. We are the sole owners of this land. There is no one else in this land other than the whites. Alone in the field, the store, the shop, upon the highway, or in the silence of the woods. They will not be alone. So he's chilling. After many years, maybe your descendants will have a feeling that we are alone, or we are the sole owners of this place. We are all alone here. In the field, in the store, in the shop, upon the highway, or in the silence of the woods. They will not be alone. Chief Seattle is telling, no, it is not going to be so. You will not be alone. When you feel that you're alone, even then, this entire land will be filled with the invisible dead people of my tribe. In all the land, there is no place dedicated to solitude. So he's telling, in this earth, in all the earth, in this earth, there is no place dedicated to solitude. Solitude means alone. There is no place in this earth where you can live alone, where you can be alone. Maybe when you're in a room, you will have a feeling that you're all alone there, but it is not so. According to Chief Seattle, or a tribe believed in the existence of spirits. When you are all alone in a room, you will have a feeling that you're all alone there. But that is not the truth. What you see, what you smell, and what you sense is not only the thing that exists in and around us. This entire earth is filled with various other invisible items which is not visible for a human being. That is what Chief Seattle means here. In all the earth, there is no place like you can be all alone. So when you feel that you are all alone there, even then over there also they exist, the invisible body of the invisible spirit of the Native Americans. At night, when the streets of your cities and villages shall be silent, and you think them deserted, they will throng with the returning host that once filled and still loved this beautiful land. And maybe at night time, when the streets of your cities and villages shall be silent, maybe for you, your city and your village is very silent, there is no one anywhere, and you think them deserted. Deserted means no one anywhere, it is all empty. They will throng. Who are they mentioned here? They are the dead Native American members. A dead people will throng. Will throng means they will come in group with a returning horse that once filled. That is, they were the ones who occupied this land once. And they still love this beautiful land. So at night time, when you feel that your village, cities and streets are deserted or it's empty, it will not be so. It will be filled up with the returning multitude of the dead Native Americans. And why are they coming here? The reason is very simple. It is just because the reason is, why do they come here? The reason is that they still love this beautiful land. The white men will never be alone. So Chief Seattle is telling, don't think that you will be all alone over here. You are the sole owners of this land. Never think so. You will never be alone here. Let him be just. Let him, your him stands for the chief, white chief, who has put a proposition or who has put forth a condition or who has put forth a deal to get the land of the Native American tribe. So, Chief Seattle is telling, let him be just. Let the chief be just and deal kindly with my people. Let your chief deal kindly with my Native American tribe. 4. The dead are not altogether powerless. He is giving a warning there because our dead people, maybe our population is very less now. Maybe we are very weak population before you. But You have to deal kindly with our people. For the dead are not altogether powerless, but we have a very good support from the dead ones, from our dead people. And they are not altogether powerless. They are capable of doing various things in this land. So, let your chief deal kindly with our people, otherwise, you will have to bear the punishment from our dead. Our dead are not altogether powerless. Did I say there is no death, only a change of worlds? So, Chief Seattle is telling. Before he said that our dead are not powerless. Then he is telling, dead. Did I say so? Did I use the term dead to address my people? No, there is no death. So he is telling, actually, they are not dead. There is no death in this world, only a change of worlds. It is only changing from one world to another. There is no death actually, it is only changing from one world to another. So, saying this, he concluded his speech. So, now we have come to the end of the Chief Seattle's speech. In the next class, we'll begin with new chapter. So, till we meet again, goodbye.